So, it's not Drama-Free Friday. Shocker. It's not Drama-Free Friday. It's Sunday. Yeah, it's Sunday. I decided to draw a mandala because I felt like it. I thought somebody might want to hang out and watch. Or not. Hello. It's not Friday. It's Sunday. Cats are in the studio today, so it is anybody's guess how much we'll be serenaded by two sassy Siamese felines. Hello, hello. It is what it is. I just decided that I couldn't be the only one that needed a distraction because the crazy gets crazier. The crazy gets crazier, doesn't it? So I'm working on a piece of black cardstock, which I'm sure you can hardly see the lines because I don't draw the lines very darkly, just for laying out. So I hope you all are doing well. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, the cats are making all kinds of racket, so I don't know how much of it you can hear. You'll probably hear the furnace going. It is not one of those days. This is not one of those days where you go, oh, we'll be professional and all that. It's not happening. Not a professional kind of day going on here. Hello, Ruth. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Gail. Who else is here? Tia, Denise, Left-Handed Crafter. I'm not sure your name, but welcome. Hello, Ina. Good to see you in the chat. Cindy. Engineers Falcon, again, I don't know your name, but welcome. Hi, Robin. Miss Ruth, good to see you. Hi, Lucinda. Well, welcome, everybody. It's good to have you here. Just need to adjust my computer. Just a second. Are you guys seeing me? Says I'm offline. Really? There we go. I don't know what's going on. What's going on here? Oh, what's going on here? It says I'm offline. Doesn't show I'm offline. Just says I'm offline. Wait a minute. All right, hold the phone. Let me just reload. Sometimes it's just the technical stuff is just like crazy bananas. There we go. All right. Now I can see what's happening. Now I can see what's happening. All right. Sometimes computers make you nuts. You know what I mean? Chance just answered the question. He's like, yeah, I know. We listen to you fuss all the time. You fuss all the time. All right. This compass has been giving me trouble. I know, I see you. This compass has been giving me trouble, so we're going to see if it's going to work for me. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Arlene. Hi, Lori. I'm not sure how much I will see of the chat, but there's nothing new about that. So let's see if this compass is going to work for me today. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it's been ornery lately. Oh, it worked. I tightened the screws on it, so I thought maybe that would help. We'll zoom in a little bit so you can see a little bit more. Tighten the screws on these adjustments. I really like this compass. But sometimes these little leggy things here, these little leg things right here can become annoying. All right, I don't know what I'm going to do, so I'm just laying out some lines. Technology is great when it works. Now, I don't know if other people are streaming, I have to tell you. So, if they are, please go. You're not under any obligation to stay here. None whatsoever. None whatsoever. And black paper, duct tape. Yeah, duct tape. And my husband's grandfather used to say, duct tape, baling wire, and camphor finique. You could fix anything. I think he left out the duct tape. I think it was just baling wire. And it was baling wire and camphor finique and WD-40. That was his other thing. WD-40. He loved him some WD-40. It's kind of like the guy on My Big Fat Greek Wedding who thought Windex could fix everything there was to fix. So my camera is going to really rebel at a black surface, but you know, it is what it is. So again, you do not need to feel compelled to stay here because I'm just playing around. Just playing around to see what happens, what might happen here. Sorry, I had to look at the computer again for a second, honestly. My computer just being ornery today. My recording computer. Being ornery. So I'm just laying out an 8-section mandala or mandala or mandala or what is it other people call it? Mandela? Yeah. Some people call it Mandela. I don't care what you call it. I don't care what you call it. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay, so I did that. And the compass worked. Camphor finique. Yeah, I know. Camphor finique. Yes, we all see you. We all hear you. We all hear you. Chance is out here with me. He is out here with me. So is Charlie, but Charlie's being a good boy. I'll show you the good boy versus the not so good boy. And you're not going to see me on camera today because I have on absolutely no makeup. My hair's not done. So you're going to have to sneak a peek as I go live with this shot. You're going to have to sneak a peek. If you look between the computer screens, do you see over there on the chair? Right back there. You see that? He's being very good. He's being a very good boy. In other words, he's being quiet. In other words, he is being quiet. On the flip side, this is what's sitting with me behind. Can you see my chair? See, that is my chair. And so he is helping me. See? And every once in a while he looks up, don't you? And talks to me. And he reaches around and pats my side. So, yeah. So anyway, that's what we got going on here. Cats are in the studio. Hi, Nancy. Yeah. So anyway, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. we're going to put the Focus You Freak tag right in the shot with us. Because that way, if the camera decides to be ornery, we'll just say, freak. Come on, freak. This is black cardstock, which is not what I normally stream with, because there's nothing for the camera to look at, and so it does cause a problem. Any hoot. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Looks like Race is here. I didn't expect to see you here today. Put a piece of duct tape on his head to keep him busy. That could keep him busy. Or I could put it on his feet. Okay. So let us do something, shall we? So I'm going to lay this out to start with. I'm just going to zoom way in. That is really close. You get to see all the ugliness of my fingers here. So we're going to zoom way in. I'm just going to lay this out. This is going to be whatever it's going to be, people. It's just going to be whatever it's going to be. So I typically will lay them out with pencil. A lot of times. This is not a tutorial about how to do a mandala, by the way. This is just because the world has gone. I almost said a bad thing. The world's gone a little cracker bananas right now. And so my default is either crazy relatives, which we already did that on Friday, or a mandala. So I'm opting for a mandala. And I thought, well, why not just turn on the camera and just see what happens? Okay, he's gone for a little bit. Maybe he'll go over, and since he didn't get any attention, maybe he'll go over there and lie down with his friend. So, anywho, Race is not here. Okay, that was a mistake. My mistake. I thought he was. That is entirely my mistake. I thought he was. I just didn't know. I didn't know. So I went to the grocery store a little bit ago. That is enough to make you think crazy thoughts. Going to the grocery store. I started to tell you guys on Friday, and it was even on my list to tell you, and I forgot. Because I was having a conversation in the beginning of the stream on Friday about things that I do to keep myself healthy as possible. And I forgot to tell you one of the key things I have done for years. And that is I carry some pocket stones. So I thought I would show them to you. I thought I would show you the ones that I carry. I don't know. These carry in my left pocket, and these carry in my right pocket. So I thought I would show them to you and tell you about them. Because I forgot to do it on Friday. Totally forgot. 2 feet of snow. Ugh. No, Lori, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Hello, Button. Good to see you. So I carry, the reason, there's a whole long story about why I carry the stones in my pockets, which I would tell you face to face, except I don't have on any makeup and my hair's not done at all. So we'll just take a look at these and I'll show them to you. This one, this was actually a gift from Race. This one was, and this is this is called fluorite. And it's shaped. This one is shaped. I don't know if you can see, there's a depression in it, so that it's shaped and it's kind of rounded on the back. This is a calming stone. And part of the calming nature of it is the fact that it has this shape. And I know, that's what I'm drinking too, Nancy. I am drinking Bengal Spice right now, even as we speak. In my cup that says, you can't see it, says Dream. Now you can see it. It says Dream. It is Bengal spice. Oh, it's so good. So good. I know, right, Ruth? Purple. But it is the most beautiful stone. It's fluorite. So you can look it up online. You know, some people think they have really good properties. I happen to be one of those people. I really think that they are a wonderful stone. And I carry them in my pockets, and I almost always wear garments with pockets so that I can carry them. So I have that one. Ray sent this to me as a gift, but it's a calming stone. And when I pick it up or just feel it in my pocket and, you know, and touch it, it really does have that calming effect. So particularly right now, it's nice. This one is called Amethyst. And you can see, you can find really clear, beautiful amethyst stones, you know, that are really clear and gorgeous, you know, that they make jewelry out of, jewelry grade amethyst. That's not one, this is clearly not one of those. But it has these wonderful bands of color. Again, it's been tumbled and it has a great feel to it. This stone has been in my pocket for probably, 15 years. I've even lost it once or twice and found it again. It's my stone. And it is a stone, you know, some of the properties of it are protection and things like that. It's been with me for a long time. This one, Ruth will like this one. This is another purple stone. And this one, if you look at it, you might catch some, not just the shine of the lights, but you might catch some glinting in it. Particularly right in here, if I can get it. As I tip it back and forth, you should be able to see some reflection that's not just the light, it's actually inside the stone. Hi, Joy. And this one is called ametrine, and you might be able to see it again back behind there. Ametrine is a stone that's a combination of amethyst, which is this one, and citrine, which is a... pardon the whining cat. He's just going to do this because he's out here in the studio. So he's trying to find a place to lay down. So he's being yeah, we just go through this. Anyway, the good news is the vacuum cleaner's unplugged, so he cannot turn that on and scare me and him. So anyway, this one is ametrine, and it's just a lovely stone. This one is a lot clearer specimen than the amethyst, but it's absolutely beautiful. Again, tumbled and wonderful. And this one, hi, Creative Space. And this one is a piece of apatite, which is apatite. So, I mean, who can't love that color? So anyway, those live in my pocket. So I have to put them back. Yep, they live in my pocket. But sometimes, you know, sometimes just having something like a touchstone, a literal touchstone, just is calming. Yeah, just calming. Okay, back to this. So I'm just laying out a mandala. I sometimes don't even do it in pencil. I just go right in with the pens. Clearly, I lost my rhythm when I was talking about the stones. Hello, Teresa. So any hoot, that is what's going on. So I meant to show those stones to you on Friday. So I started to tell you that I have quite a collection of stones, and for various reasons. Part of the reason, I've always been fascinated with them. I've always loved them. As a kid, I absolutely loved them. I mean, I used to travel with my parents because they were, my dad was a professor, and he belonged to a professional organization that had a convention every year. And so usually there were car trips that we'd go on. Very, very seldom. I don't know that I ever flew with them anyplace until I had a business of my own, and they actually flew with us. But as a kid, okay, just a minute, let me think. Do I want to do this or do I want? Okay, don't think, just do. Don't think, just do. All right. See, this is where I can get myself in trouble because I start thinking. Anyway, we would go, we'd drive like a billion hours. It was before the days, I know this is going to date me like major, but it was before the days of air conditioning in cars. So, man, and when you're traveling in the summer, any of you that did that, ooh, you know how hot that would get. And so we would get up early and travel, and then when it would start getting hot, then we would stop. And when I do this kind of stuff, my speech gets really halting because, trying to do something and talk while I'm thinking is just not always the easiest thing to do here. So anyway, and so there were lots of tourist places that you could stop. There was Stuckey's, that was a big one. In the South, there was a place that was shaped like a beehive. The building was shaped like a beehive, and I can't remember the name of those. Somebody here will probably remember what it was. But there was Stuckey's, and there was Nickerson Farms that had a big red roof on it, and those were kind of the big ones that were along all the major highways. And so we would stop and cool off and get something to eat and all that kind of stuff. And of course, they had all the touristy kinds of things for you to buy. Stuckey's, one of their big things was cedar knickknacks, little tiny boxes. And of course, I thought those were cool. No, my dad was he taught floriculture, which is flower arrangement and flower growing and flower store management and all that kind of stuff. Flower everything.